afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for February 20th, 2020, Thursday, 3 p.m. Eastern. As we become, or I'd say, move to more awareness of who and what we are, you begin to understand that let's say there's several planets, which there are, say super Earths and all kinds of things, which there are several, and imagine that you, any of us, were here here's what planet we're on, because of our intent on shifting frequencies, which we're doing, and literally going, having the planet go through a metamorphosis into a higher dimensional frequency. Now that doesn't destroy anything. Doesn't destroy the 3D, 2D, 1D, minus 1D, so on and so forth. Yet we move our frequencies higher into a different existence. The different existence is our heart understanding and our being one with the God within, and knowing that we are perfection within these bodies. So doesn't it make sense that we desire to have everything as it is, with higher frequencies, which means more love, more peace, more joy, more bliss, and we keep moving up and higher frequencies, to the extent where eventually there's no hate, there's no anger, there's no depression. And of course, this civilization has been goaded and chided into believing that, well, you have to have that. Well, we've experienced this. See, here's the difference. That's true if you're interested in perfecting your experiences, okay? So let's say, just for instance, that I'll give you an example. Source creation creates constantly, okay? So our God light energy comes in through a beam and then is new. So understand that there are those gods who have just been created. They have no experience with anything, no physical experience, nothing. They are absolutely newbine from source creation, okay? So this means that they know really nothing from the perspective of experiencing in physical forms. They have no clue. And they're delicately guided, slowly, carefully, into experiencing, a little bit at a time, until they get up to full speed of being in physical form and experiencing. Now, then you go further, where we've experienced the, I guess you could call them the lower survival frequencies for quite a long time, and we're not talking about really time per se. We're talking about existence, and we've experienced hatred, anger, fear, judgment, all of those things, more than once. And I think we all know the difference between what that frequency is and the frequency that we've moved into. I think we know that difference now. We really don't. See, when you've experienced all of that, and we have, desolation, degradation, through many different lifetimes, annihilation, and your frequency, you become aware and you move higher because you become clear on who and what you are. You're no longer in the fog, okay? You no longer have to continually experience over and over again all of those things I just shared. We've been there, done that. And we move now, we're moving into a higher and higher frequency as a collective consciousness of this planet, Earth, Gaia. And what that means is that those frequencies are not prevalent anymore. Can you see, I should say, can you feel the change, the shift? This isn't a figment, it is a reality. And the reality, we create the reality. So you find yourself not conflicted anymore, if you know what I mean. You find yourself becoming a much more fluid movement without obstruction, without yourself, your ego mind stopping you, conflicting with you, convincing you that no, you don't need to go there, no, you're fine here. But yet there's something that in this civilization that's really come up into a spark of alive, so to speak. And it is a pressing, drawing in a loving way direction to be in bliss, be in love, be in joy. And not just little glimpses of it, but always. And the more we feel this within us, the more we commune with the God within, the more we accelerate our frequency into higher and higher existence. Doesn't it make sense that when you realize how amazing you truly are, that you are an eternal being, a soul who will never die, that you are an intimate part of everything, that you are the infinite intelligence connected to billions of galaxies, billions of universes in vast empty space, that you realize that you have the power to create into reality anything you want, that there is a silent wisdom inside of you, always guiding you and showing you the way home. And the way home is the kingdom of God within you. And that you really and we're not talking about ego mind, we're talking about the heart mind and the God within you, that every single one of us are truly amazing. Amazing. It doesn't matter what you do, what you've done, how you've done it, or anything. You're truly amazing, spectacular, magna glorious, stupendous. It isn't something that, in the physical world, in this dimension that we have left, we have one foot in it because we're transitioning, but the fact of the matter is that it doesn't come for, oh, look at me, look at how amazing I am. It isn't that. The amazingness is that you know within your heart mind that you don't have any motivation to try to massage the ego mind, because you know who and what you are. You know it. You feel it. It vibrates with you. You also know that you literally stop yourself. You block your abundance. You block the flow of ease. We all do it. None of us are exempt from it. Some of us do it more than others. Some of us less. Some of us average. But in reality, we begin to realize, in the reality that we create, we realize that there's no reason for myself to block myself. There's no reason for me to allow the evil mind to block me. You know, I know what to do, how to do, in order to open up the pipes. Open them up. Let everything flow full speed ahead. There's no fear. There's no sorrow. There's no anguish. It is just continually uplifting. Gentleness, kindness, generosity, and humbleness with yourself. You have a higher frequency that you are, much higher, and you are aligning yourself out of this third density into a fifth density of openness for yourself, of love, of peace, of bliss, of joy. It is a continual and absolutely amazing transition. And as we do it, if you'll notice that this planet has been asleep, if you'll notice on the surface, you'll notice that we are not being deluged with massive, massive storms all over the planet. We aren't having those. You'll notice that you'll feel, because we are connected to her. We're here. We're in a physical body, so we are connected to Gaia, and you can feel her. You can sense her everywhere. And she is a God within the body of this planet, just like we are a God within these bodies that reside here currently on this planet. So you begin to understand, or fully, some of us fully, that we have no issue with loving everything inside of us. None. Right in this now, each of us can summon a very expansive, profoundly loving experience. When we start embracing all aspects of ourselves, including the good, the bad, and the ugly, instead of trying to change, alter, hide, or remove these unwanted parts, simply honor and love them all as they are. This is a freedom for each of us. We've chosen to imprison ourselves by trying to change, alter, hide, or remove these unwanted parts. But when we simply honor and love them all as they are, this is a newfound embracing freedom. You let it go. That's it. When you stay silent and attentive and be earnest about it, just be aware of your being here and now. And guess what? Reality will find you. Live your life as it comes. Keep quietly alert, inquiring into the real nature of yourself. Perception is based on memory. It is only imagination. The world can be said to appear, but not to be. The world can be said to appear, but not to be. Only that which makes perception possible is real. So do we agree to be guided from within? And that life becomes a journey into the unknown. Give up all names and forms, and the real is with you. Know yourself as you are. Distrust your mind and go beyond. Do not think of the real in terms of consciousness and unconsciousness. It is utterly beyond both. It gives birth to consciousness. All else is in consciousness. Nothing you can see, feel, or think is so. Follow me carefully. Nothing you can see, feel, or think is so. Go beyond the personal and see. Stop imagining that you were born. You are utterly beyond all existence and non-existence. Utterly beyond all the mind conceives. Question yourself. Who am I? What is behind and beyond all this? Soon, each of us will see that thinking ourselves to be a person is mere habit built on memory. Inquire ceaselessly. How? And ask yourself, how can reality depend on experience when it is the very ground, the very basis of experience, the very fact of experience? Just be aware of your being here and now. There is nothing more to it. And in reality, you are not a thing nor separate. In reality, you are not a thing nor separate. You are the infinite potentiality, the inexhaustible possibility, because all of us are all and all can be. The universe is but a partial manifestation of our limitless capacity to become. You are neither consciousness nor its content. You are the timeless source. Disassociate yourself from mind and consciousness. Find a foothold beyond, and all will be clear and easy. Each of you are the supreme reality. All there is. All that there ever has been, ever will be, ever, beyond, and forever. Just trust and remember that. Really, truly. Trust and remember that. You are the supreme reality. All there is. Wisdom lies in never forgetting the self. The supreme absolute as the ever-present source of both the experiencer and the experience. We say to ourselves, I am beyond consciousness, and so in consciousness I cannot say what I am, yet I am. The question comes again, who am I? Has no answer in consciousness, and therefore helps to go beyond consciousness. Remember, there is no person, only a mental picture given a false reality by conviction. All you need to do is to cease taking yourself to be within the field of consciousness. You are free of being a percept or a concept. Abandon all conceptualization. Stay silent and attentive. Be earnest about it, and all will be well with you. Give up the idea of being what you think yourself to be. Let go of the idea that you are not aware of yourself as the ever-present, changeless, inexpressible reality. Just let go. Many of our difficulty stems from the idea that reality is a state of consciousness. Essence is independent of consciousness. Self-knowledge is a new dimension altogether. Pure concentrating longing will take you speedily to your goal. If you could keep in mind what you do not know, it would reveal to you its secrets. If you could keep in mind what you do not know, it would reveal to you its secrets. When you want nothing, when you seek nothing, when you expect nothing, then the supreme state will come to you uninvited and unexpected. Stop making use of your mind and see what happens. Do this one thing thoroughly. That is all. Your weakness is due to your conviction that you were born into the world. In reality, the world is ever recreated by you and in you. And once you realize that the world is your own projection, you are free of it. You need not free yourself of a world that does not exist except in your own imagination. You need not free yourself of a world that does not exist except in your imagination. Realize that you are the eternal source. There is no reality but that. Realize that you are the eternal source. There is no reality but that. So how could you be other? How could any of us be other and accept all as our own? Such acceptance is true love. Don't try to understand. Don't rely on your mind for liberation. Go beyond it altogether. Be aware of being aware. Broaden and deepen the field of awareness. All of us are beyond space and time, uncaused, and the very matrix of existence, the supreme absolute, the noumenon, not unknowable, but unperceivable, unobjectable, inseparable, neither material nor mental, neither objective nor subjective, the source of being, life, and consciousness. You are the all-pervading, all-transcending reality. Behave accordingly. The actual experience will dawn upon you in no time. No effort is needed. Have faith and act on it. All will happen by itself. You are the subtle cause of the entire universe. All is because you are. Grasp this point firmly and deeply and dwell on it repeatedly. To realize this as absolutely true is liberation. What you need will come to you. Whatever you come across, go beyond. Paramakash, yourself, is the timeless and spaceless reality. Mindless, undifferentiated, the infinite potentiality, the source and origin, the substance of the essence, both matter and consciousness, yet utterly beyond both. It cannot be perceived, but can be experienced as ever witnessing the witness. perceiving the perceiver, the origin, the end of all manifestation, the root of time and space, prime cause, and every chain of causation. Each of us, our ideas that we were born and that we will die is absolutely absurd. Both logic and experience contradict it. We behave as what we say is true and judge by what actually happens. We know the source of all experience from moment to moment. The little that we need to know to live our lives, we somehow happen to know. The supreme absolute, the self, is at the root of and utterly beyond all. We are that. And don't let yourselves see that the self, yourself, the supreme reality, is what makes everything possible. No life is pure radiation. From the inexhaustible source, there is nothing to practice. To know yourself, be yourself. Stop imagining yourself to be this or that. Just be. Let your true nature emerge. Don't disturb your mind with seeking. The very absence of obstacles will cause reality to rush in. You will know the light of absolute awareness in all its clarity, and the world will fade out of your vision. Awareness takes the place of consciousness, and in consciousness, there is the I who is conscious, while awareness is undivided. Awareness is aware of itself. The I am is a thought, while awareness is not a thought. There is no I am aware in awareness. Awareness is not an attribute. One can be aware of being conscious, but not conscious of awareness. Awareness is not a form of consciousness. One who is aware is beyond every experience, utterly beyond awareness itself. The fundamental reality is beyond awareness, beyond becoming, beyond being and not being. Give up all idea of the person, of personal attainment. Find out what you are. There is no effort in witnessing. We all understand that we are the witness only. And understanding acts. If in the state of witnessing, we ask ourselves, who am I? The answer comes at once, wordless and silent. We find ourselves utterly beyond the subject and the object. Both exist in us, but we are neither. We are the supreme absolute. We are the very source of reality. Collect your energies in one great longing. My words are true, and they will do their work. Enlightenment is a certainty, and it is your destiny. Discard every self-seeking motive, and reality will find you. Who am I? Go into it deeply. Find out your real being. You are the beingness of being, utterly beyond the universal even. You are the non-dimensional source of all dimensions. As you keep on giving up, you grow spontaneously in intelligence and power, and inexhaustible love and joy. The absolute can be reached by absolute devotion only. Don't be half-hearted. The person is a shell imprisoning you. break the shell. There is nothing you need. Nothing perceivable is real. Even space and time are imagined. All existence is imaginary. Only the unlimited is real. Question the limits. Go beyond. Set yourself. Task apparently impossible. This is the way. Look at consciousness as something alien, superimposed. Then suddenly you are free of consciousness. Whatever you feel needs to be done happens unfailingly. Selfless and intelligent, all the powers of the universe are for each of you to command. You are the source absolute. There is your natural state. This is your natural state. Believe me, you are the supreme reality. You are the fullness of perfection, here and now. Investigate what you know to its very end, and you reach the unknown layers of your being. Go further, and the unexpected will explode in you and shatter all. The crucial question is, who am I? Just see the person you imagine yourself to be as part of the world perceived within consciousness. And look at consciousness from the outside. For you are not the consciousness. You, the supreme reality, are utterly beyond. So you are the supreme reality. So if you will, go to the place where you are not going to be interrupted, which I'm sure we all are. And the first thing we want to do is relax the body. And how do we relax the body? We just literally let go. Any attachments, any stresses or worries, as what I've just shared with you, you will understand that they really have no meaning. You let them go. We are ascending. This is the deep core of Ascension. What I've shared with you is the deep core of Ascension. It is becoming more and more apparent in each and every one of us. So we go beyond consciousness. So you relax the body. You're in command. You're the master. You know exactly what's going on with your body. You know exactly what the stresses, the stresses and the fears and all of it that's happening with your body. You no longer need to ignore it. You embrace it. It is gone. And so the body responds by relaxing. You then move into the now. And the now is everything in this moment that we have created. We create the now. We experienced the past. It is gone. We create the now. And as we create the now, we create the future. And we're beyond creation. And we're beyond consciousness. This is an exercise for us to perfect and experience, if we choose. So the now stills our mind, our ego mind, our subconscious mind. These two we created. So understand that. Embrace it. You are the supreme reality. You are beyond consciousness. Now we want to breathe. We breath in through our noses, and we breath out through our mouths. As we breath in very nicely, easily feeling the lung. We hold it for a brief 3 seconds. We use the frequency. I am light, I am love, I am. I am light, I am love, I am. Or, I am the supreme reality. I am the supreme reality. I am the supreme reality. Now, then we breath out. We want to do this at least 6 times while I'm talking. Now, as we breath in, we breath in the reality that we are, as we are the supreme reality, each and every one of us. So we breath in divine positive energy, of which we created. Divine positive energy comes from that which is beyond creation. It is part of who we are, supreme reality. It comes from the source of all creation. It comes from consciousness, which then we are beyond consciousness. And being beyond consciousness is what creates the consciousness. And it comes from all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever, beyond, and forever, which is us. So the very thing that we're looking for is us, is you, is me. It all stems from us, because we all are the supreme reality. So you ask yourself, who am I? I am the supreme reality. And know what that means. Now, as you breath out, whatever you breath out, you are creating. As you are the supreme reality, you are creating what you're breathing out. So you're beyond the ego mind. You're beyond the mind. You're beyond it all. You always have been. You are utterly beyond. Now, we have others with us. We have the archangels, seraphim, cherubim, archetypes, all of them. And we all choose to vibrate at a high frequency because we like it and we enjoy it. We do not enjoy low frequencies, so therefore we no longer visit them. We tried them, but we don't like them, so we move on. They are at a higher frequency. We choose, when we choose to be at a higher frequency, we will see them all. It is totally up to us. Nothing else, because we are the supreme reality. We are utterly beyond. So we vibrate at a frequency at our choosing of the highest, deepest eternal love from the highest, deepest eternal love. Where does that come from? It comes from us. Where does the highest and deepest gratitude come from? It comes from us. No low frequencies are with us at all. ascended masters, those who have ascended out of physical form and have contain in their God form. Where did they come from? They came from us. Where did we come from? We came from us. All of us. Everything. We are the supreme reality. Utterly beyond all of it. You feel that, and you'll know it to be true. We're all together. We join. Arm in arm, hand in hand, we become one. We form a circle around planet Earth Gaia. We have a brilliant light. It is our highest frequency. We are the supreme reality. We are utterly beyond. This light permeates the darkness of space, grays it out. We are from, of, and for source creation. We are from, of, and for consciousness. We are from, of, and for supreme reality, utterly beyond. So as we levitate up above the planet, we decide to step out of the body. Not difficult. And we hover above the body. And as we do this, we literally connect with all, and beyond. All of the light energy beings and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever, beyond, and forever. And only those who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love can join us in this now, in this meditation, in this circle of light. They are in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, generous, kind, gentle, humble, blissful, joyful, peaceful, tranquil, benevolent. And they come effortlessly in the Gugaplexes. They fill trillions of universes. One Gugaplex fills this universe. They come from all directions. Who are they? They are of us. We are of them. So arm in arm, hand in hand, they join us. They're of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. And the deepest eternal love. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes and of eternal love. We're all one. We are all supreme reality, utterly beyond. And we're all love. And our God-light energy, that of which we are, is absolutely everywhere. It's with us all, with everything. We call upon the inhabitants of Agartha, Hollow Earth, beneath Earth, inner Earth, many, many civilizations. We also call upon the Galactics, the Pleiadians, the Sirians, the Andromedans, the Arcturians, and many, many, many more. Only those of all of these civilizations who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love can join us in this meditation, in this now, in this circle of light. And the highest of deepest gratitudes. They're in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, blissful, humble, joyful, peaceful, benevolent, and tranquil. And they all come in the billions, billions and billions. And the Galactics have been assisting us from the beginning, from our evolution, our enlightenment, our ascension, and freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and slavery. We all join arm in arm, hand in hand, all of our gods together. We are all one. We are all love. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest gratitudes, the deepest of eternal love. All of us are. And our God-light energy is everywhere. We call upon our loved ones. Only those who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love can join us in this now, in this meditation, this circle of light, in the highest and deepest gratitudes, with full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, and benevolence. And they come in the billions, arm in arm, hand in hand. They are with us in this now, in this meditation, in this circle of light. And we are all of the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. And we are all gods together. And we are all in the deepest, deepest, deepest of eternal love frequencies. And we're all love. And we're all one. And our God-light energy is everywhere. We call upon all the light energy beings that have decided to be housed in the following forms on and above and below this planet Earth, Gaia, in this now, in this meditation, in this circle of light. Fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the dwarves, the trees, all of which we've created. The elementals, earth, air, water, fire. The mermaid. The dolphin and the whale. The pegasus, the unicorn, the centaur, and the minotaur, and many, many, many more. Only those who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love can join us in this now, in this meditation, in this circle of light. They're in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, generosity, kindness, gentleness, humbleness, bliss, joy, peacefulness, tranquility, benevolence, and they come in the trillions, shapes, sizes, colors, forms, configurations of which we have never ever seen before. Arm in arm, hand in hand, they are with us. We are all of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes, and we are all of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love. And we're all one. And we're all love. And our God-light energy is in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever, beyond, and forever. And all because we are the supreme reality. We are utterly beyond. We look up and we see our meditative sphere. It's at center circle. We created this sphere over 2 years ago. It holds all of our meditations in perpetual motion. Oh, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of our meditations in perpetual motion, growing and expanding, effecting transformation, highest of the highest frequencies of the deepest eternal love and gratitude, touching the very fabric of this creation. Feel it as it floods you, your physical body, your God form, inside and out, head to toe, all around you, above you, below you, inside and out. It fills you with total understanding of who you are. You are the supreme reality. You are utterly beyond. Always look at consciousness from the outside. Just see the person you imagine yourself to be as part of the world perceived within consciousness. And always look at consciousness from the outside. For you are not the consciousness. You are the supreme reality and are utterly beyond it all. We look down upon this planet Earth Gaia. We see all of our family, brothers and sisters, all lie inside and out, above and below. They too are being flooded, transitioning, beginning to understand who they are. They too are filled with constant love, joy, bliss, peace, tranquility, benevolence. They are unfolding into themselves. They are beginning to understand who they are. They will understand in their own way, in their own time, that they are the supreme reality, that they are utterly beyond. And they look at consciousness from the outside, for they are not consciousness. They are the supreme reality and utterly beyond. I'll join you in the meditation. Return to close us out. enlightenment for us and eventually the entire civilization. We now are moving into a much higher awareness and understanding, and I would, sitting with yourself, quiet and calm, and realize that you are the eternal source and that you are the supreme reality and utterly beyond. This is where we move beyond. We take the first steps of moving beyond consciousness itself. And all this time I've been sharing with you, we have been talking about the fact that nothing, and I mean nothing, is impossible. So take this with you and visit it often and understand it, because the question that you've always asked, who am I, has been answered. We will be back here February 21st, 2020, 3 p.m. Eastern, Friday, to continue our global guided meditation calls.